Today is going to be a very fun day, approaching the pyramid and what we're going to do here and accomplish. I've taken the wood off of the top. I previously was in the corners, and a strip of wood that was holding the pyramid up and the flooring edges. Let's take a look at it. You can see the flooring right here, and then I put sheeting, OSB board, on top of this 2x6. So we'll look on this side. Looks pretty good. Looks kind of bare. I didn't realize I was going to have so much work to do. If you're going after this lattice, see how fuzzy that is? Going to have to hit it with a sander, and then a palm sander, and then go down this with a hand brush. I got one downstairs on the table saw, my platform down there, my workbench, so to speak, and it sands down real nice, and the brushes out the fuzz in between the cracks. So if that's something you're interested in doing, works pretty good. Haven't decided how I'm going to do this because it's 9 foot and change, and I have an empty space down here on the end, and this is an 8-foot piece that I cut. You could still buy this right now. I bought it at Lowe's. Pretty nice stuff. It's $22 a sheet. I bought 2 sheets. Gonna need a third, unless I decide how I'm going to handle this. It's going to come on this. I'm going to figure that out on this run right now, because this is what we're doing. Also going to have to frame this up, put a border around it all the way around, and then some uprights. Kind of give it some meaning as to why it's there. I like the feel, and then I don't like the feel. I think what's upsetting me is I'm not seeing that molding finish this side in, and my mind is, But I like the straight run of all the sequencing, the patterning. That's kind of fun. So once I get this side up and in, and then I'll have to put my corner pieces on, and there's a lot more to this than a person's going to realize. And got to thinking yesterday, the pyramid itself, when we found it on the internet, was around $750. And that's going to give you 4 bottom pieces and 1 upright per corner. 8 pieces total. If you do your Google search, you're going to see some pyramids out there. Very few. That's what's really wild about this. I was really shocked and surprised. I thought this would be a big deal, that people all over would be having pyramids. Not so. Kind of fascinating. Why? Pyramids are mystifying. They're showing up all over the place. Even an Indian teepee to some point is a pyramid. And pyramids have always baffled scientists, people, regular people, mystics, poets, all kinds of people. Pyramids are pretty powerful. They're mystical, magical. So at this point, I'm going to go downstairs and take this one down there, sand it, and then I'm going to piece it up in here and put it at the end and see if it looks like it's going to mesh well, and maybe I'll just be cutting to the small pieces. We'll see. Today we're going to accomplish this whole thing. Pyramid itself's got to be cleaned. It's gone through a lot of changes. And everything's coming together. Really pleased with it. So anyway, let's talk about a couple cost issues. The pyramid itself, you're going to figure around $750, but not the setup the way I have it. If you go to Lowe's and you buy these long sticks, you can buy your own pyramid, but you got to know what size to cut them in. That would be critical, actually, for this measurement, so that you can arrive at the sacred 51-degree corners. 51, 52. So you also got, I had $200 into the wood, about $210. There's 3 packages here. This is a pretty nice one. And so you're looking at a 9 foot, couple inches square for this whole top. So you're going to be buying for 10 square feet. Or it wouldn't be square feet, it'd be much more than that. It'd be 100 square feet. So we had about 210 into the flooring. The wood itself, probably around $750. I'm going to be itemizing this, and it's very easy for me to go back. Well, actually, at this point, I'm just going to crawl underneath and draw it. It'd be easier for me that way, number them underneath. And should have done it when I put it together, but anyway, we'll do it underneath, count it all up, and I'll have a price list here soon. And but you figure at this point, we probably have around 2,000 into this project. Actually, a little bit more net. Got about a $550 stereo. This is a pretty good system, pretty decent, from Best Buy, brand new. It's Yamaha, and comes with a subwoofer, 6 speakers. Subwoofer's underneath. Going to encase that today. The subwoofer, so that it really magnifies. We want to have the vibrational feeling come through the bass so that the music is going through you. You actually feel part of the music. Encapsulated inside of this, into these corners, these stanchions, these pylons, will also direct the sound. And it creates quite a unique sound. A capsule, as you can imagine, yeah, it's pretty cool. So at this point, you've with stereo and all, you're going to be around $2,500. Stain and screws and sandpaper, those kind of things. Assuming you have all the tools, which were very minimal. Table saw, skill saw, that type of stuff. There's no curves in here yet, and there will be. Interesting. Otherwise, straight lines is masculine, curves is feminine. That's the way it is in architecture, esoteric, yes. But there's going to be a veil in here. It's going to be made out of plexiglass. And this veil, I say it's a veil. It's going to come out from here, bend around. And I haven't decided to make it plexiglass or screened. But the purpose of it is that as the lights run up on the inside through the pylons, it should make that glow. And the mosaic lights that I've got should, I think they have 24 colors that you can take a remote. I'm going to use simple lighting at this point. But what I wanted to do is, depending on the lighting, where the inner top, this veil should glow, should conduct the color through the plexiglass. And if that does, that's going to be incredible. By the way, in the top will be an infinity mirror imagery pyramid. I'll show more about that later. So today's a pretty cool day. Going to think about how to build a cabinet for this stereo and set it outside here, and then you can put candles and other things on there, what have you, singing bowls, metal ones, whatever. The couple people that have sat in it said that they've really felt it. Really felt it. I haven't been in it yet to experience it. I've been working in it, so there's a time to work in it, and then there's a time to take it serious. I don't mess with the two together. So, heading downstairs, going to work on the lattice, sanding it, preparing it. I don't think I'm going to stain it. I'm going to leave it this natural. I really like it. And by the way, I bought darker stain, Provincial, for this. This wood really looks light in the video. It's not as light as it looks in the video. Of course, how do I convey that? But look at the difference between how dark and how light. These will be polyurethane also when I establish the right color, and I think I've got that color. So be working on that today too. Pretty busy day. Pretty busy day. I at least want to get the shelves addressed that go on the inside that cover the speakers. As you can see in the corner, there's going to be a shelf. And that shelf is really going to set it off. Really make it. Other videos coming soon. And then let's sit down and talk about some ideas. Just been talking about work and mechanics. Yada yada ball ring. Let's talk about some of the esoteric sides of the pyramid, maybe in the next video or two. Hope you're having a good day. Man, I love this pyramid. Incredible. And here's Toth. Toth. The seven-toed pixie bob. Chilling.